I'm Sandy Charles. Welcome into another edition of AZ Audibles. I'm joined by Devin Henry, Eric Sorensen. 3 weeks of football is in the books. It was an exciting weekend, so let's get to it. Devin, off the bat, what were your first impressions over the weekend?
Well, I know what the final score was, but in case you all missed it, the #1 school in the nation played Centennial. Yeah, final score, whatever. In the second quarter, Centennial made a game out of the #1 school in the nation. It was 34-21 at one point. What did Jonathan Morris learn throwing into coverage of what is nearly a college secondary? How much better do you think the defense got against a quarterback who threw over 400 yards going to USC next year? And I think that's exactly what Coach Taylor was hoping to see, how much better your team gets playing the #1 team in the nation. And looking ahead, I'd be a little worried if I'm the rest of the AIA moving into the Open 8 playoff.
You were in the West. I was in the West. I was at Desert Edge in Goodyear, and they were going up against South Point Catholic. And South Point Catholic has arguably one of the best running backs in the state, if not in the country, I would say, Bijan Robinson. So he had 6 total touchdowns on 13 carries, and he didn't even play in the fourth quarter, you guys. Desert Edge defense could not control him. I even talked to Desert Edge's head coach, and they said, we're going to try and slow him down. They were not able to even slow him down, even control him, even contain him. Speed, agility, power. Bijan Robinson going to Texas. Now we know why he's going to Texas, and he's a guy to keep an eye out for.
Yeah, I don't even think you could say arguably, Sandy. I think he is the best high school running back ever to play in Arizona. I want to flip the script and go over to the South Point defense. Lots of experience. We all know about Lathan Ransom, but their top 6 tacklers are seniors. They've played a lot of football together, and they've played in big games, including the last 2 4A state championships. A player to keep your eye on is Jackson Sumlin. That name sound familiar down in Tucson? That's Kevin Sumlin's kid. Transferred back to live with his dad. Played in Texas at College Station High School. He was a wide receiver. Now they're making him a tight end. And it sounds like he is a player that is going to start to get recruited. 6'3", 220, great measurables.
Biggest surprise. Now, this could be a big surprise where a team you thought was going to do really well is kind of off to a slow start, or the opposite. They're off to you thought they were going to be a slow start, and now they're really killing it. So who's your biggest surprise?
Ladies and gentlemen, there are 6 teams in the 6A conference currently undefeated after 3 games of play. The Mountain Ridge Mountain Lions, game #1, they broke a 16-game losing streak dating back to 2 years. Game 2, a game winner against Corona del Sol. Game 3, 42 points against Westview, who was a playoff team last year. Coach Doug Medoski, and this program has just flip-flopped to an amazing feat to start off 2019.
Now, this is no surprise because we all knew Perry is good and Chubba Purdy is good. But what happened on Friday against Red Mountain, 4 overtimes. Chubba Purdy had 10 touchdowns, 5 on the ground and 5 in the air, 299 yards offense. I didn't realize how mobile he was and that he could be that lethal with his feet. So Chubba Purdy, a.k.a. his real name, Preston, definitely not a surprise, but the 4 overtimes, just incredible win, 68-67.
I mean, since you're in the 6A premier section, let's just stay there. I'm going to go with Basha. Chris McDonald took over the program 2 years ago. The year before he got there, they were 3-8. Last year, they were 6-5. This year, they're 3-0. The sample size isn't great. They haven't played the best of competition, but he's building for the future, and he's doing it with guys and teaching them his way. The road's going to get much tougher as they get into the Perrys, as they get into the Brophies, as they get into the Chandlers. But I really like what Coach McDonald is doing with the Bears.
Great information. As always, you guys, it's always so fun with you. Keep it at sports360az.com for more. And this was another edition of AZ Audibles.